مرحبا شباب، قبل ما تبلش بالفيديو انا اسف جدا، بس في تقطيع باللعبه كان ما بعرف ليه من الاو بي اس، من جهاز التصوير او البروجرام تصوير، ما بعرف كيف احكيها. المهم بس انه كان في تقطيع، فانا اسف جدا. ان شاء الله حلاقي الحل، بس تحملونا هاي الحلقه. بس يعطيكم العافيه. الله يا اخوانا، رجعنا بحلقه جديده من نوير. اهم شيء تجيبوا معكم الشاي. يلا نبلش. The Silk Stalking Murder.
Ah, Phelps. I was just discussing with Finbar here how well you were doing. Have a seat.
Yeah, my real name. You can just forget all about it.
Finn.
You boys have a new case. A poor Hispanic woman murdered near City Hall and left lying naked in an alleyway.
Another naked woman, sir?
Yes. We seem to have had quite a run of them since the Dahlia fiends first struck.
Phelps is politely trying to hint that he thinks the Mendez case is hokey.
Well, young Phelps, you win some and you lose some in police work.
You're happy with the Mueller case, sir?
Over the moon, boys! The DA couldn't be more pleased with the evidence, the witness, and the lack of an alibi. Now, get out there and catch me another snack.
Yeah.
All these grits?
طيب امرأة إسبانية قتلت زي كل مرة.
Detectives, they're ready to start the show. I'll take you through.
طبعا راح أعمل إديتنج إذا طلع زيادة. طيب أول شي دم، يعني
May as well follow the trail.
صح لازم نشوف هذا، بس خلينا أول شي نشوف الجثة.
Lacerations on the neck would indicate a great deal of force.
Only 21 years old. But why the library card? Did he want us to find it?
زي كل مرة الخاتم
Another wedding ring torn from the finger.
ومبين العضل
Skin out
حتى.
of the fingernails. The evidence in the Mueller case was solid. I'm not convinced about Mendez.
The best way to get away with murder is to pin it on somebody else. I'll bet a month's salary this is a copycat.
Strangled, battered.
Yeah. We know the MO. So does every jerk who kills his wife and girlfriend looking for a way out. I've spoken to Brown. He still believes the Dahlia perp has medical experience.
4 women, all murdered, all put on display, all with messages.
Mueller had no message. Look, Phelps, this is getting us nowhere.
Anything for us to go on, Mal?
Head injuries from contact with road, bruising from a small man's shoe, further blunt force trauma to the occipital region at the base of the skull. Could have been fatal, but clear signs of strangulation would seem to rule it out.
Lipstick appears to be a similar color to the other cases. I'll see if I can nail down a brand.
اوكي شو هاد؟
If she took a blow to the head like the others, she was probably unconscious when strangled.
ستوكينجز اليوم توان الإجر. طيب خلينا نلحق الدم. الطاقية تبعت أتوقع. أنطونيا.
Antonia. Huh. Same as the library card.
طيب. اوكي فيشر. انا ما عم شايف شيء، بس قاعد ما طلع شيء. اوكي انا ما شفت الصراحة. لا هو ايش
Proximity to the scene, plus the bloodstains. No way is this coincidence.
طيب.
We kept the area pristine for you boys. Let's check it out.
ما اتوقع. طيب وين نكمل؟ لا في شلون؟ مفتاح رقم 5.
House keys strung up like bait on a hook.
طيب
You think he's
في
trying to lead
تكملة.
us somewhere?
Probably all the way to City Hall, that brazen son of a bitch.
رسالة
It's got to be
2 5
code
3
or a
كود
cipher.
يكون. ليش عم تطلع فوق؟ قدام لهون وصل. سفاح قاتل أتوقع،
Where are you taking us?
اللي هو قتل كل الناس اللي بالحلقات الماضية، لأنه أغلبهم نفس الحكي، يكون مشلحة، يكون أخذ الخاتم. بس هاي المرة هذا مجنون رسمي، هذا حاطط زي أدلة كأنه بده إيانا بيلعب معنا كأنه.
Empty. Where is all of this meant to be taking us? Clearly wants us to find these things. He's left them for us.
طيب في تحتهم.
There you go, Phelps. You got a new MO. I told you it was like that.
Or he might just be getting more confident. Enameled and gold-plated. This was precious to her.
طيب في طلعة فوق كمان.
Trail points up.
مستخدم دمها. ما أعرف إذا دمها طبعا، بس يعني على الأغلب. خاتم.
Pulled from the finger and hung up here. What's the significance?
من جد كأنه عم بيلعب معنا، يعني ما عم بسرق، ما عم بيعمل إشي، بس قاعد بيقتلهم. هاي التيكت اللي تحت.
Bitch wants her identified. Mrs. Antonia
مالدوناد.
Maldonado, 712 North Hill Street, downtown.
فيش ثانية؟ هكذا بس. مجنون. طيب احنا هيك شفنا كل اشي، فخلص خلينا نبلش. يلا نروح على بيتها أول شي. boarding house. خمسة وثلاثين غرفة، 15 بيت، سرير. زي هوتل هو، مش هوتل، إيجار أتوقع، بس إيجار غرفة مش بيت.
I'm sorry. Can I help you?
Yes, ma'am.
Detective Phelps and Galloway. Does Mrs. Maldonado live here?
Yes, she does. I'm Mrs. Barbara LaPente, the owner of this boarding house. Is there a problem?
I'm afraid so, ma'am. Do you mind if we come in? Is there somewhere we can discuss this?
Of course. Follow me through to the parlor. Wipe your feet as you come in, detectives. It's this way.
No.
Mrs. Maldonado was found dead this morning.
Dead? Oh, no. She can't be.
I'm afraid she was murdered, ma'am. We need to take a look at her things.
I can't believe it. A person seems so alive, and then they're gone.
أنا آسف خواني إذا سامعين إشي من برا.
Antonia's room is upstairs.
عندنا بموسكو هلا رعد وبرق
Thank you.
ومطر قوي الصراحة، فيمكن رح تسمعوا زي إنه على أزاز، تخبيط على أزاز، فهاي بتكون مطر بس. بس صراحة الجو كتير حلو برا، كتير يعني الهوا نظيف هيك كتير. طيب والحلو قاعد عم بمشي صح، أنا بس قاعد عم بمشي لقدام. اوكي.
Look at that. Someone's turned the place
في
over.
حدا كان هون قبلينا. صورة هي وزوجها والخاتم.
charm bracelet wasn't among the
والبريسلت اللي هي
crimes.
على ايدها. ما كان موجود يعني ماخذها بقاتل ولا شيء هيك، او انه انا ملاقيها الموضوع. كانت تهرب. رسالة.
Okay, we have an address.
كانت بدها تطلقه. طيب تكسير.
A smashed window explains why the place looks tossed.
You know how I feel about windows.
أنا نطلع كنا نطلع هنا. ما كان ما له دخل أو له دخل.
So someone broke in using this thing instead of a crowbar. Wonder where it was taken from.
أيوة. طيب شو ثانية؟ لازم أشوف برا يمكن كمان زيادة. ما أتوقع. خلاص نرجع للعنيسة. نبلش السلسلة. يلا.
We have some questions, ma'am, if you're up to it.
Yes, detective. I'll do my best.
طيب possible suspects يعني
Do you have any
initially
idea who might have wanted to hurt Mrs. Maldonado?
That rat of her husband, Angel. She was serving him divorce papers.
If I killed every wife to serve me papers, I'd be a mass murderer.
Are you being flippant, young man?
No, ma'am.
كاملة.
What can you tell us about Angel Maldonado?
She married him when she was 17. He was cruel to her, very cruel. She was a good girl, little on the religious side, but a good girl.
Okay. Movements of victim. وين كانت تروح؟
What time did Antonia go out yesterday?
She left around 9.
Do you know where she went?
No, I've no idea. She was a good girl, but she didn't confide in me.
Okay, Chuck.
A nosy old hag like you knows everything about the people who live under her roof. Where did she go?
I think she went to a bar. She's been drinking quite a lot lately.
This bar have a name?
El Dorado Bar.
أغلب الناس اللي عم بيموتوا بالبارات.
That's only a couple of blocks from where we found
مش
the
عم يموتوا،
body.
بيكونوا يعني
You've had a break-in?
بيكونوا رايحين لبار وبعدين بيموتوا.
That can't be true.
اوكي شاك. معك الأول بنات.
Windows broken. The room's been tossed. You seem like the type of landlady who notices everything that happens under her roof. What gives?
Don't take that tone of voice with me, young man.
غلط ليش؟ أوه لازم كنت أعطيه على الكذب.
Antonia
Oh,
and her
yes.
husband were estranged?
Yes. She moved here after she separated from her husband 2 months ago.
But Antonia still wore a wedding ring?
She wore the wedding ring and a necklace. She always wore a religious necklace. That's about all of her jewelry.
أتأكد بس. اوكي ما عندي شنها، يمكن احكي لها عنها صح.
Can you
كملي.
describe the necklace?
An icon of Our Lady of Guadalupe. It's quite beautiful. I let Antonia hang a painting of her there on the wall.
Thanks, ma'am. You've been very helpful.
Pay her call to
A
that
lot.
husband of hers. Lock him up and throw away the key.
ليش غلطت أنا
The
آخر شيء؟
hired help at the El Dorado might have seen the broad the night she
غلط
died.
صح أنا والله.
Maybe the regulars too.
طيب نروح هلا على البار اللي راحت له امبارح. او لازم نروح على زوجها عند زوجها. نروح عند زوجها خلينا نعمل شيء. مالدونادو ريزيدنس بيت زوجها. احنا بنعرف رقم وين هو يبقى. اوكي ما نعرف وين اي غرفة. ندور على الباب الذهبي. هذا الاشي يلا ندور على الباب الذهبي. مش هون. هاي اخوه خارق بعد فلبس بيعرف الباب قبل ما
LAPD, motherfucker, you're under arrest.
صاحب العدو. اوكي يلا ليش ضربته؟ تعال زي مع مين قاعد تضرب انت؟ تعال اضرب تعال تعال. هذا نزل حركات كذا صغار يا زلمة. اقعد وعروس راح يكون واحدة العيال الحبايب.
Damn, they got some decent shots in there. Cuff these sons of bitches, Phelps.
LAPD, you two are under arrest. Call for some backup, Finbar.
Galloway, badge number 564. I need a prowl car at the apartment building 330 North Hill Street. 2 suspects need transporting to Central.
Your wife has been murdered, Angel.
Antonia? Oh, God, no!
Where were you last night, Angel?
I was here with my brother the whole night, God damn it! You think I'd kill my own wife?
فلبس حتى كيف طلع عليه اصلا انه كيف يعني.
We should get the whole place going over.
انه قصده فلبس طلع عليه زي كأنه فاهم شو قصده كيف لا تتزوج. انه فلبس متزوج كان.
I don't care that you just got smacked in the head. You don't call me Finbar.
ما دخل. ما فيش اشي غريب الصراحة.
Just picked fruit market.
طيب.
I wonder if Angel gets all his groceries from this place.
اوكي بس ما دخل بصراحة بس اوكي.
This will take some explaining.
Yeah. طيب. توقع بس.
Maybe one of the neighbors took notice of Angel's movements. He's got no alibi. He's toast.
نروح نسأل الجيران إذا حدا بيعرف فيش عنه. يلا نسأل.
What do you want?
LAPD, we're making some inquiries.
Make it quick. I work nights.
So you weren't home last night?
No, I was at work.
You know nothing about Mrs. Maldonado fighting with her husband?
Those two? They're always screaming the place down.
Thanks.
بحكي إنه كل مرة هذول بيغلطوش يعني مع بعض. الزوج والزوج طبعا.
Nobody here.
طيب.
Sorry about that. I'm playing with my kids.
LAPD, were you here last night?
Yeah. My wife and I are separated, and I had the kids last night. I put them to bed early and went to bed myself.
Thanks.
طيب صعب نخليش كمان.
LAPD, ma'am. Did you hear a disturbance last night?
Yes. Yes, I did. Mrs. Maldonado lit out of here and her husband ran out after her.
You saw this, Miss?
Aranda. I had the door open a crack.
Did you see Mr. Maldonado come back inside after he ran out?
No. I didn't.
Thanks. We'll be in touch.
طيب هي راحت وهو لحقها
That one a nosy old hag too, fell.
وحكت انه ما رجع بعدين. رجع بعدين بعد فترة
Executing
اتوقع.
restraint right now.
بس اظن ما رجع طلع.
Fin bar.
لحقها صار اشي. طيب السيارة وينها؟ فهلا بنروح على البار اللي راحت عليه هي امبارح ونشوف راح يسوي معه. تعال رصي جاوب على الراديو عم بينادينا.
KGPL, 11 King, over.
11K, Captain Donnelly and Detective Sergeant Finis Brown urgently request your presence at Central. A new letter has been found.
لا تشارك رسالة جديدة.
You don't think it's strange that all...
شوالها.
What can I get you?
LAPD. Detectives Phelps and Galloway.
Diego Aguilar. How can I help?
You worked the bar last night?
Yeah. Me and a temp guy from the agency.
Did you have a woman in here last night? 21 years old, Hispanic, drinking heavily?
We have a lot of ladies like that in here. But yeah, I know who you mean. Antonia Maldonado.
عرفها.
Oh, what did she do?
She was murdered last night.
Oh, shit.
Do you know her well? Was she a regular?
Hell no. She was good and tight last night, complaining about her old man. It's a story you get used to working in a bar. She was so hammered last night, she left a letter on the bar. I'll show you.
طيب تركت رسالة من كتر ما هي كانت سكرانة. لمين؟ عاجل لا مع فليبس.
Divorce papers. Did you open them?
No need to. She was shouting about it and waving the letter around. Said she was going to show him.
ورق طلاق. طيب احنا بنعرف هذه الاشياء. missing jewelry نسأل عن
Can you remember what jewelry she was wearing?
She had a necklace. Some kind of religious thing, I think. The temp guy would have more of an idea.
Who's the temp guy?
He served her and cried into it all night.
What time did she leave?
Can't say for sure.
Come on, dog.
Where did she go? Give me something or the LAPD will start getting interested in this place.
Take it easy. She wanted a cab, okay?
Damn.
My phone was out of order. The closest one I knew was at the fruit market across the street, so I suggested she try there. She seemed reluctant.
Fruit market اللي هو.
Did Antonia say where she was going when she left?
She said she was going to serve the papers on the husband. Said that would take the smile off his face. If you ask me, she was scared. And the drink was for Dutch courage.
كمل.
She attract any interest?
An extremely drunk young woman? What do you think? She managed to scare them off, though.
Thanks. You've been a big help.
No problem. Hey, get the guy, will you?
We'll do our
Yes,
best.
sir.
One last question. What size shoe do you take, Mr. Aguilar?
A broad 9. I have wide feet.
You're gonna see your married man again?
طيب في حدا نحكي معه ولا ما فيش؟ انه حكى انه في واحد قاعد يحكي معه. طيب ما في شيء خلاص. طيب راحت عشان ما كان عندي تليفون. راحت على الفروت هون.
Another letter? I thought the letter was from a nut.
Letters?
بدنا نروح نشوف أول شيء مركز شرطة رسالة جديدة.
Boys, come on in. Phelps, have you met Finis Brown?
Pleased to meet you, sir.
This information is confidential and doesn't leave this room.
The new letter was left in the back seat of a cab. The driver thinks it was put through the window and not left by a customer.
We're checking all the spares back 24 hours regardless.
Good.
Like the previous letters, it's been assembled from headlines and typed from the Times and Examiner, then glued to an envelope.
What is the other note?
This one? That's also new. A poem, hand-typed.
Do you mind if I take a look?
Go ahead. We've been over both documents pretty carefully. They've been wiped with gasoline, so there's no chance of prints.
No. I've changed my mind.
Celine Henry case.
Would not give us. Indeed. Fuck you. X. Okay. سيلين هنري اللي هي أول واحدة. Yeah, have on this of this curse.
By virtue of this curse.
So طيب ما أكمل بس إنه هاي شعر.
Do you think it's original?
Not unless he's a genius.
You like this nut job's poem?
No, I like Shelley. It was written at least 100 years ago.
Shelley. Sure, I knew that.
You see, Finis? I told you this lad was a bright boy.
Sure, but what has it got to do with the case?
Prometheus Unbound. Prometheus was a titan, a superhuman character who defied the gods to bring fire to humanity.
The Dahlia guy believes he's Superman.
Your guess is as good as mine. One thing for sure is that he's educated. What about the link to the Henry case?
He could have got the wording from the papers. As you said, he is fiendishly clever and takes pleasure in taunting us. What's happening with the Maldonado case?
We have the husband in custody. We haven't interviewed him yet.
Well, upstairs then, lads, and see if we can break him.
يلا نشوف زوجها.
He wants a 5-star goddamn wedding.
طيب مبين إنه قاتل سفاح إنه مش يعني ذكي. وين هو؟ يلا.
Improved your attitude, Angel?
What do you want me to say? I was with Antonia the night she died, but she left the apartment, and that was the last time I saw her.
بلاش تركيزة من هلا.
So your wife paid you a visit last night. What time was that?
Late, around midnight, maybe? She didn't stay long.
شك بس نعطيها نسأل الكوميونتي إنه ما راح هو شك ولا كذب في كذب. بس إيش نقدر نحكي له؟ لازم نعطيها إنه هرب راح معي يعني.
You went after her.
Okay.
I think you killed her.
You're out of your mind. My brother will tell you I was at home.
طيب صح. نحكي له إنه الجيران حكوا عنك.
We have a witness who confirms that you were arguing, that your wife ran out, that you followed her and didn't come back.
I know this looks bad, but it's not true. We argued, all right? But she went out and I went out after her and she jumped in a car on the corner.
There was a car waiting for her? Can you describe the driver?
Not the driver. It was too dark. But the car, it was a brown Ford coupe.
Brown Ford coupe. Okay.
We found your wife. Her jewelry had been removed. Was she wearing her religious medallion last night?
Sure. She always wore that.
كمل.
What about the charm bracelet? Was she wearing that?
You know about that? She never wore it. She didn't like the message. She kept it locked up in that box of hers.
Okay.
You and your wife weren't getting
Allah.
along. She was divorcing you. Is that why you killed her?
We fought, yeah, but we weren't getting a divorce.
Okay, علاش نكذب.
I don't believe you, Angel. She'd been granted a decree nisi. She pushed you too far and you lashed out.
I told you. I wouldn't accept a divorce.
وأنه أنا.
The judge had set a date. You were going to be paraded in front of the whole city for your cruelty to her, Angel.
Antonia. Oh, Jesus. She came in drunk, out of her mind. She doesn't normally drink. She was looking around in her bag. Said she wanted to serve me papers. Me, her own husband. So I slapped her down. She ran out. That's the truth.
What size shoe do you wear, Angel?
Size 8. What difference does that make?
Okay.
Your wife has been brutally murdered. So how do you explain your shirt being covered in blood?
You found that? I cut myself shaving.
Yeah, about that.
We're typing the blood, Angel. Won't look good if it matches your wife.
Because God is my witness. I didn't
غلط
kill
لازم
her.
تعطيه شغله انا ما بعرف انا غلطت معه
One
كنت
last
فيها صراحه والله الاحمر.
Do the words kiss the blood mean anything to you?
No. Sounds sick to me.
You're not in the clear by any means, Angel. You're going back into a cell. You should think about whether you have anything else you need to share with us.
طيب هلا نروح على نروح على الفروت ماركت اللي هو وين هي طلبت التاكسي. الساعة 2:03 ظهرا. طيب هلا هون هي وين حساس.
There, overlooking the market.
Could have come here from the start, saved ourselves a day's legwork.
Are you working Friday night? We should go out.
وعلى أساس هي أخذت اتصلت على التاكسي أو إنه أخذ
LAPD,
التاكسي.
Detective Phelps and Galloway.
Clem Feeney, what can I do for you?
Did you happen to see a young woman last night? 21 years old, Hispanic?
Sure, she came by last night. Why do you ask?
She was wearing a necklace?
I didn't notice.
You weren't paying attention, Feeney?
Hey, you're getting the wrong idea.
Exactly how much fruit do you sell here after midnight, Clem?
Look, not much. I sell the odd bottle on the side to the after-hours crowd.
I
don't want any trouble. I'm just trying to make a buck.
طيب.
The young lady
Contact with the victim.
arrived around midnight?
Yeah, something like that. Used the phone for a cab and then left.
Okay.
You already
Thumbs
knew
up.
Mrs. Maldonado, didn't you, Clem?
Sure, I met her before. She seemed like a nice lady. Her husband went apeshit one day when he caught me talking to her. She hadn't been back until last night.
Where did she go from here?
She wanted a cab, but I couldn't get her one. I was about to offer to drive her, but a car pulled up and she got into that.
كمل.
Can you describe the car?
Brown Ford Coupe, I think.
حتى
She seemed to know the guy.
حتى الزوج
Do you
حكى
mind
لنا
if we
عنه.
look around?
Why would you want to do that?
Because we say so.
I guess you can. Hey, don't you have to get a court order or something?
ليش
to get
خايف؟
rights?
هو خايف إنه وين؟ That's good. طيب نشوف هون. Damn.
No wonder he stays open late at night. People have to get their vitamins. Check through this stuff before we get back out there.
طيب. نشيك ما فيش زجاجات.
So what are we hiding in here? This thing needs accommodation.
الكود اللي احنا نعرف كمان شوي كده. هي طيب 2 5 3 2 5 3 2 5 3 2 لا وقف 2 5 لا هو نفسه هاي هي بتلبسه. طيب هو القاتل بيطلع آخر شيء.
It's a typical power thing. Once the stiff is dead, the creep usually feels they can do whatever they like. Must have seen it during the war. This fruit stall punk gets about 10 seconds to explain before I pull his fucking arms off. Clem!
اوكي طلع هو عم بهرب كلام. يلا مسكنا على الأقل المجرم، أو إن شاء الله نمسكه يعني، بس على الأقل نمسكه.
God damn it, get after him, Cole. I'll try to shoot out his tires. Wish me luck. Should have grabbed him when we had the chance, Phelps. When we had the chance, we didn't know he was our guy.
صح.
Strange that he'd leave a trail of blood right back to his own market.
بجد
It's almost too perfect, isn't it? There's no such thing as too perfect. Phelps, you gotta get me closer.
أنا مع فيلبس في شي غلط. يلا ايزي ايزي وحش. الله عندي كمان يعطيك العافية. اطلع.
You're a sick man, Clem. You need help.
كثير غريب، ما بعرف في شو غلط.
Outstanding job on this case, gentlemen.
رستي أسطورة.
The poor woman can now rest in peace. I'll pay the fiend a personal visit myself and remind him that crime in this city does not go unpunished. When they finish with him at the receiving hospital, we'll have him up before the grand jury. I have a meeting this afternoon with the mayor lads. I'll be sure to mention your names. Now, on your way.
خطة واحدة على السريع. طيب احنا خلصنا مسكنا المجرم طبعا. احنا مش انا صراحة انا مع فيلبس في اشي غلط، في اشي غلط بس ما بنعرف. كيس كلوز يا اخوان، يعطيكم العافية يا اخوان. هنا بس نشوف الحلقة الجاي ايش معناها. اوكي عندنا فلاش باك.
They're riding in trucks, numbskull, while you're marching.
They look pretty badly beat up.
Yeah, they do at that. Scuttlebutt says it's pretty hard going down south.
Yeah, we'll find out soon enough. Recon always leads. How can we fail? Skip with the shadow leading the show. Who the fuck is the shadow? Lieutenant Phelps, the shadow of death.
What the fuck are you talking about?
He's a quiet fucker, Sarge. Never hear the bastard coming. You're sitting there, field stripping a cigarette, and suddenly he's there looking down on you.
Why do you think we keep saluting that Jap-loving son of a bitch? He's bad juju.
That's enough out of you three. Bad juju? Where were you dragged up? A swamp?
نتخبط على فيلبس. فالحلقة الجاي اشياء اعطونا بسرعة. The White Shoe Slaying. يعطيكم العافية يا اخوان. كانت حلقة جميلة. طبعا في شي غلط كل حلقة في شي بتحس غلط، ما بعرف، مستحيل هو نفسه. مستحيل القاتل مش نفسه، انه كل الجرائم نفس الحكي، كل شي نفسه. ما بعرف كيف احكي لكم، بس يعني مشلحة بكتب عليها، الخاتم كل مرة بيكون مش موجود، في شي غلط. بنشوف هل راسي صح بيحكي انه كل مرة الزوج هو اللي بقتل، او انه كل اشي بيطلع سهل. يعني هيك، او زي فلس بيحكي انه في شي اكبر من انه بس انه زوجها ما بحبها ولا وبقتلها او اشياء زي هيك. انا مع فلس هلا، وان شاء الله نشوف احنا بالايام القادمة شو رح يصير. يعطيكم العافية يا اخوان، وصلنا لنهاية الفيديو. لا تنسوا اللايك سبسكرايب. كان معكم حمدي، الله نشوفكم قريبا. سلام.